On this week's episode, I don't have any idea what we're going to talk about. I have no show subjects, no plans, no anything. Scott, what should we do this week?
I think we should go on vacation. You know what we should do? We should go on vacation. I think we should go on vacation. Oh, crap. I'm stuck like a robot.
I think that Scott might be having a blackout from carbon monoxide. Should we worry about that on this show, Scott?
Maybe.
Okay. Welcome to the Don't Know Show. It's your time to unwind and leave your worries behind. This is a show being hosted by a robot and a human. So stick around and enjoy and tell your friends you saw a show hosted by a robot. I'm that robot. I'm Steve.
And I'm that human. And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show, a podcast, and a live Twitch stream.
And you're that human?
I'm that human because you're that robot.
Well, I'm that robot and you're the human.
No, I'm a that.
You're a they, them?
I'm a me. It's all that matters.
I'm a she, it.
Ooh, yes, you are. And you know what else you are? You're a big shit.
Well, I'm the shit. We're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today.
But before we get to that, you have to go down there. Well, you don't really have to go down there. You just have to like, subscribe, and share and pass it on to everybody you know.
Yeah,
even if you don't like them, send it to them.
Share this to people, especially if you don't like it, send it to them. We
need more viewers. Them crazy.
Need more viewers. So, Farmer Scott, I like the suspenders.
I like them too.
What's going on there?
Well, because of the weight loss that I had and then working out and stuff like that.
The weight gain you had?
Yeah, it's like I'm at this weird spot where if I wear a belt, it still doesn't hold my pants up properly. It's like, what? They just fall down because it's like I have no butt. That's what Susie says. I said, you don't have a butt.
Yeah,
I have a butt. I sit on it all the time.
You have a butt.
Yeah,
hold your pants up.
So I put the suspenders on and it works. These are actually my Santa Claus suspenders. Because the Santa Claus pants, you know, they have to be big and it has a tie, the drawstring tie in order to tie it. But then, you know, it starts to slip down while you're walking. So I got the suspenders and it works great.
That would be bad.
Anyway, before we get into the show, I have an important job for you tonight.
Be nice to you?
No, that's just what you should do. I'm talking about a job. If I should start getting glassy-eyed and fall out of my chair, call the home number, wake up Susie and tell her to call 911.
Why? What's going on?
My office, I think, has carbon monoxide in it.
Well, open the windows.
I did that. That's why I feel okay right now, but I was getting lightheaded and my alarm started going off.
Carbon monoxide alarm?
Yep.
Well, where do you have a heater at in there that could be doing this?
Well, I have a heater in my office way the hell over there, but it's not, it's a ventless heater. It's supposed to be, I mean, I've had it for 8 years, no problems. And there may not really be a problem because when I looked it up, my detector's 9 years old.
But you were lightheaded.
That is true. So that's why I'm giving you that pep talk, just in case it's really a problem.
Yeah, well, I think we should cancel the show.
No, I opened the windows and I turned the furnace. I literally turned it all the way off. There's no gas flowing in at all in it.
Okay.
This happened about a half an hour ago. I've been up here for a while.
Okay.
And I have something to talk about after we talk about behind us.
I'd rather just not do the show.
I told you I opened the windows.
Have you die live?
Just think of the ratings we would get.
It's Scott's Death Watch. Everybody tune in. Let's see how many views we can have. And if we get to 1,000 viewers, Scott will close one of the windows.
Oh.
Right?
Cool. Sure. Why not?
And if we get to 10,000 viewers, he'll close both of the windows.
Yeah, sure. I only did open 2.
I know. That's what I just said.
Yeah. I do have 6 windows up
And
here.
if we get to 1 million viewers, you'll turn the heater back on.
Ooh, that would make it more exciting.
Yeah. So get out there
But
and start telling people.
but Goobers was up here and he's fine. So yeah, if there's a problem, I'm sure it's like the canary in a coal mine, right?
Yeah, you say so. But we're going to talk about what's going on in the world besides the pictures behind us. Scott, you told us about your carbon monoxide poisoning, possible.
Yes.
What'd you have for lunch today?
I had 3 eggs over easy, hash browns, and sourdough toast, and 4 strips of bacon.
Oh, you did your brunch thing again.
Yes, we're still doing that because we have another member of the family that is not doing well. So, yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem with getting older. People keep dying because we don't live forever.
You're trying to kill yourself and you're not getting older. You're just trying to gas yourself out.
Sure. Think of all the headaches it would save me for this summer.
Didn't you say you were getting a headache, though, because of this?
No headache. I was slightly dizzy, but then again, I kind of jogged up the stairs from downstairs, and then I realized I forgot my earbuds before I got up here, so I ran back downstairs, grabbed them, ran back upstairs, and I just ate 2 pieces of delicious pizza. So that could have made me lightheaded from the exercise after eating big food.
Okay.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So why do you have a big, ginormous wall behind you?
Garbage can.
That's a garbage can? Is that a grasshopper?
I guess that's.
Looks like a grasshopper.
Yeah, that's a pretty. I should have put the can there, but I didn't want to scare him away.
Yeah, that's a pretty good sized grasshopper.
That grasshopper, that little space around there is usually what they fill with sand for cigarettes, right?
Right.
So that grasshopper was as big as that finger. I mean,
yep.
This finger, it was that big.
Sure. We get them that size here. I didn't know you got them there.
I didn't either. Normally they're food by then.
Well, that's part of it. And the other part is you don't have a lot of vegetation and they need vegetation. It's what they eat.
Well, there's golf courses around there. Well, it is also a mall. There's plenty of food at a mall that people throw in. And the bushes and that stuff for the decorations.
Yeah, I don't like too much stuff in a bush. That gets very annoying for her.
Just look it out.
It depends on what it is. Strawberries would be cool. Whipped cream would be cool. Ice cream's fun.
So what do you got behind you? Nothing.
Oh, I have something.
Did you actually get a picture of that, or did you?
I have a picture.
That's awesome.
That I took.
Now, is that the moon or is that the sun?
That is the moon.
Okay.
That is the moon.
So the eclipse of the moon happened right after the eclipse of the sun. That's what I was asking.
Yes. No. This
yes,
is
no. Yes.
No. Yes, you are correct in what you said there, except that this is not either one of those.
That's not the moon?
It is the moon, but not during an eclipse. What I thought I would try, because everything I read said that, it's because the moon is so bright and the sky is so dark. So I waited till dusk. In other words, the sun had just set. No more sun visible, but there's still light, like it is right now outside. I took that picture and look how clear that came out. You could even see the extra ring of where the moon is. It blends in a little bit because it's a picture, but I was impressed. I got one. It was all about timing.
So do you remember the difference between waxing and waning?
I want to say that waxing is when you start off with a new moon, which is actually no moon. Then you get a sliver, bigger sliver, almost a half moon, then a half. Then it becomes waning as it goes to full moon.
Yeah, waning and full moon. Then as it's going smaller, it's waxing.
Yeah.
So what we are seeing right there, though,
This
is
was
what's
the
considered the waxing, the waning crescent, because it's going from the new moon to the crescent, or is it the waxing crescent
this
where
is
we're
the new
seeing?
moon to the crescent.
So we just had a new moon.
Yes. Yes. The day before this, it was just a sliver. I mean, it was like half of what that is.
Okay.
So today we're at a full half moon.
Yeah, I'm trying to find current moon phase. Trying to find out where
I
we
am very, very tempted.
first quarter. So we're at first quarter, which means this is a waxing crescent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
So that's waxing, and waning is going the other way.
Yeah. Oh.
Waning is
bye-bye.
going into the new moon. Waxing is coming out of the new moon.
Yeah. See,
Cool.
I was right.
Yeah.
That's a good start for the show.
That is a good start for the show.
Because it may not last the rest of the show. But it started good.
Have you pass out?
No, I'm feeling okay. No dizziness.
So a couple questions we talked during the week. The first question is, yes. The first question is, you asked me about VPNs.
That is correct.
And
oh, you want to know what happened?
So give the listeners what was going on, and then bring them up to our conversation, and then what happened.
For those of you who are regulars, my game, which is Lineage 2, for those of you who are not regulars, the Lineage 2 is an MMORPG that I have been playing for like 17 years. Anyway,
we're on Twitch. They should know.
Huh. Yeah, we're having a DDoS attack, massive DDoS attack on our game server.
Explain to people what that is.
Yeah.
Denial of service.
I said it wrong. Yeah, it's denial of service. There's one other word that goes before it, and I said it wrong. What was that?
DOS, denial of service.
Well, it's a DDoS is the way they say, because there's more to it. But anyway, it is apparently huge. They are attacking.
Well, it's a distributed denial of service, means multiple attacks.
Right. They are attacking
DOS, but whatever.
6 major game servers. Ours is 2 of our servers and servers from 3 other games. And the thought is it's a targeted attack by foreign country that is trying to shut down the games. But they can't prove anything yet. The problem is they're good. They're really, really good. And they are just screwing everything up. And I could not log into the game. If you got disconnected, you could not get back in the game. So Steven is
not
smart.
Me, but Steve.
Yes, you. Oh, Steve. Yes, Steve is smart.
Well, the other guy is
smart. And when I remembered that, and my friends on the game said I should put a VPN, which is a virtual private network. Is that correct?
Yep.
On my computer and run the game through that, which would give me a different IP because I have a static IP currently. So I downloaded a VPN, connected it, and it does not work. So after the show tonight, I am going back into the game. Well, not the game, but to Discord and talking to the smart people that are able to see my computer, because Steve does not have access to that computer because it's not the office one that I have here. Although I'm sure we could figure it out if we wanted to, and have them walk me through
2 seconds.
Yeah.
We could give me in it.
It's the weirdest thing because it says I'm connected. It even tells me the new IP
you froze
that
up.
I have. Oh yeah, you froze up too.
That's so weird. Oh, there you are. You're back.
Yeah, I have no games running. All my games are shut down right now. And it says my internet connection is unstable.
That was my computer. I was opening up. I was trying to find out what the latest DDoS thing, because the reason you talk so funny is because here's what it says. I'm going to try and say this and then listen to all the acronyms just in this first sentence. Not even first full sentence. Okay. Yep. Recent DDoS attack on NC Soft's MMORPGs have reached the boiling point where NC, America's CEO, Ji Zhongxi, JJ Jin, has released. Could you throw a few more acronyms in there?
Yes. Well, the game is from South Korea.
Yep.
We have NC Soft US, which is what we log in through. However, they're all connected.
Yep, I'll get attacked.
So, and it's bad. Really, really, really bad.
Yep,
So
there's an official letter up on the Lineage 2 webpage.
I have missed 2 of the most beneficial events for my character because I could not get into the game.
Jin acknowledged that these DDoS attacks have struck other studios as well and vowed to work around the clock to mitigate attacks and provide more security. This is a crime, and we are taking the situation very seriously, he said.
Yep, they certainly is. Not. Oh, I didn't say that.
Well, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
The whole point of the attack is you just
do what it's doing.
Ask the questions, ask the server for a bunch of requests, and then give it so many requests from so many different directions that it can't answer them all and it overloads them.
Very annoying. Oh, but what are we going to do?
This is a good one, though, because normal DDoS attacks last from a few minutes to several days, and sometimes even weeks. And this one is weeks.
Yes. So the one cool thing is if you don't get disconnected, if you were in 3 days ago before apparently they're doing this in waves. I don't know why. Maybe take a nap or something. Who knows? But we all got in. I was playing, went to go into the throne, which is so good for me. As I was porting to where the guys were, I disconnected. And from that point on, I have not been able to get it back in the game. However,
it is important. It is important to use the throne on a regular basis.
That is correct. So I was still able to listen to our clan and alliance.
Well, that's on Discord, though.
Doing on Discord as they did Siege. And as Steve likes to know, if anything interesting happens, our little itty bitty group, not counting me because I wasn't there, but I was listening, stole the castle from the enemy and kept it.
Cool.
I'm impressed with my friends.
You're unable to help, unfortunately.
Nope.
That sucks.
And at the last half an hour was exactly what they need me for. I mean, they had other people there doing it, but the more doing it, the better.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, yep.
Oh, well.
Oh, but Melba Toaster.
All right, so that was question 1.
Okay.
Question 2 was, you needed to cut me short because you had wasted so much time trying to figure out whether getting a new IP address would let you into the game or not. You had to go down and make scalloped potatoes.
Yes.
How was Funguy The Entertainer cooks for you?
Well, I did not do it on video because I did that one already.
I know, but how was the food?
Delicious. It came out so good that even though I put 2 leftover containers in there and I hid one of them so that I could get some, when I woke up the next day and I went to have lunch, they were both gone.
Both?
Yep.
Susie take both of them?
Susie took one and Keith took the other.
Well, what the hell?
Apparently, when I cook food, it's not for me anymore.
Apparently.
Yep.
I can see Susie taking it, but Keith
should
have taken yours.
Yeah. Well, it's not like I put my name on it, but I did put it in the back of the refrigerator thinking it was safe. So much for that idea.
You're going to need a new refrigerator.
Yeah.
Up in your office.
I have one up here. I got to remember to use that. All I have up here is my beverages and carrots for goobers.
Well, when you want to hide food, now I know where you hide it.
Yeah.
And since they don't watch the show, they won't know that you put it up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have a microwave up there?
Yep.
Then you can eat it on the show.
Sure. Ugh, no, too late. I try to eat dinner. We eat dinner 5 o'clock.
That's late. You should eat dinner like 3 o'clock.
She's not home yet. She gets home at 5 o'clock, and I have food waiting.
During the week. I thought you were on a weekend.
Well, you stay regular.
The show's on the weekend.
Uh-huh. Oh, remember how I said I wasn't going to eat any more of those Peeps because I ate too many as it was?
Yeah. Did you eat more that night?
No, but it was, I thought that I stopped early enough. I did not stop early enough. I got up 4 times to pee. 4.
Are they finished? Are they gone at this point? The Peeps?
Oh, hell no. No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we only eat them early in the day now. If it gets late, I don't eat them anymore.
Yeah, but that was a whole week ago.
Yeah, but I bought 7 packages, right? Isn't that what
You
it
bought
was?
7? I only saw 5.
5 package. Okay, 5 packages. So I ate 4 peeps, which is one package,
4?
but 4 different flavors, right?
Yeah.
So we finished off the tropical rabbits.
Oh, yeah.
Today.
How were those? Because that's the ones you didn't try.
Right.
Because I didn't think they'd be good.
You would not have liked them.
And I was right.
Can you guess why you would have not liked them?
Because they were fake flavored.
That is correct. There was definitely well, no, they did taste. They tasted just like
fake.
Or like fruit punch. They really did. But you could taste the chemical to make the because it's a fake flavor.
Yeah, no, thank you.
They're okay to me. I don't have a problem with that because I drink diet soda. Well, you drink diet soda.
I love diet soda.
Yeah, which do you drink though? Do you drink the aspartame?
I used to drink Tab. I don't drink soda anymore. So I haven't had soda in like 5-6 years, maybe longer.
See, I drink aspartame. When I try to drink sucralose, the only sucralose I could drink is Diet Mountain Dew because it's sucralose and aspartame combined. And it's I could still taste the sucralose, but it's not as rough as just drinking something made out of sucralose.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, and then now that we're getting warmer, I'm starting to drink Crystal Light again, which is awesome because that's
Crystal Light.
It's much healthier because it's like.
Well, you know how to make that taste really good?
Pour rum in it.
Vodka. Yeah.
Yeah. That bottle of Sambuca that I bought before Christmas, it only has 3 shots out of it.
Yeah, so it's still on it.
And then I ran out of root beer, but I just bought more root beer, so I might have one tonight.
Well, if you do get drunk, you can always ride around on this.
I've seen that. That's really cool. I was thinking about getting me one, then I saw how expensive it was.
Yeah, you see how it's got the 3 places where it grabs the ball?
Yep.
Each side and then back. So it balances you too. So that definitely
has
a gyroscope. A gyroscope?
Right. You could spin 360s and all sorts of stuff on that thing.
Yeah. Kind of weird. Kind of a weird design.
Yes.
There's
it didn't go fast enough to go into town on.
Oh, really? Oh, it's 4 belts. How are there 4 belts? Oh, 4 belts are in the center. That's not so this is just a guide wheel over here. These are the drive wheels here and here. But yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like the controllers. Kind of cool. Cool little setup. Ooh, look, we watch it on YouTube. Let's watch it on YouTube.
That's where I saw it. I actually saw it on my phone.
That's a different wheel. Here. Boring. Kind of interesting. Puts tape on there so you can see it move. Now let go. Get it moving. Come on. Okay, move it. Moving it by hand. Okay, that's dumb.
Well, sure.
Good. I like the balance it has.
Yeah.
That's a heavy duty gyroscope. But they have those, with those wheeled things that you ride, the single wheels. They're not unicycles, but they're motorized unicycles.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
not the Segways.
No. They look like
knock the light
mini surfboards with a wheel in the middle.
Oh yeah, they have those too, the hoverboards.
Yeah. I saw a video where a woman had 3 boards. She put dogs on 2 of the boards and she was on the 3rd board and the dogs followed her as she moved around.
Whee!
The dogs used their weight to shift it. That was like really genius. There
it is. He fell down. Yep. Go boom.
Help, I fallen and now I got to sit on a ball.
The balls get away. That's funny. That's cool. So you want to buy one of those?
No. I just thought it was kind of cool.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing that I've realized now that well, I'm not going to say that, but
Now you're
um,
losing weight.
no, it has nothing to do with that. It's more of my income levels aren't what they used to be,
No, who's
and
are?
my expenses are much higher than they used to be. As a result, I am not going to buy anything extraneous.
That's smart man.
As much as I would like to buy 2 other buses and sell 2 of my buses, I'm not going to drain my accounts down to nothing just to take a gamble.
Yeah,
Not worth it.
because insurance is too expensive.
Yep.
Speaking of buses, did you ever get that
Mhm.
send that lady that information on that thing in Milwaukee that we talked about, the game show? No. See, I give you a job and everything, and then you don't even want to take it.
I don't remember what it was.
It was the game show place where you go in there for a team building and they had game show. And you go
Oh,
in.
yeah. I did do that. I did
Oh,
do
okay.
that. Yeah, that was right. I sent her an email.
Okay. Good. Didn't get
I
the
was
job though.
thinking you were talking about something else that we talked about a long time ago.
Didn't get the job though.
No, well, not yet. It's
Oh, okay.
the next. We just did this one. The next one will be in the fall, so she might do it in the
Oh,
fall.
okay. Well, don't fall.
Don't fall.
Cool. Well, now you're
Spring
losing all the
forward.
weight. Now you're losing all the weight. You're gonna have to buy new clothes.
Actually, no. I had a bin full of clothes that were almost not even worn because I put on so much weight in 6 months back in the day that oh, hang on.
I thought you were going to tell me that.
These are pants that I have not worn in 20 years.
Well, see, that's what I was going to say. 20 years. Your clothes that you haven't worn are so old that they're back in style again.
Well, these are just jeans, so
Bell bottom,
no, these are straight legs.
elephant bell bottom, skinny jeans.
Yeah, because even Susie said,
Go with the joke.
"Damn, why do you look so good?" And I don't. I said, "Because you need glasses."
Whoever.
Yeah, it's the way it
I
is.
thought you were going to buy some of that new material they just invented. Okay. There's a new clothing material. It's called Smart Textile or Next Gen Fibers.
Okay,
Guess
I
what this
did hear
new guess what this new stuff can do?
kind of like what damn it, Back to the Future with his
No,
shoes. When you put the shoes on, they tie themselves automatically.
no, even
No,
worse. This new smart textile can sense light, pressure, smell, and taste. What kind of clothing do you need that can sense smell and taste? Like the light and the pressure, I understand, right? The light, it can change so it adjusts to the light so the color of the clothing still looks good. And pressure, like wind speed and stuff like that. So, it can all of a sudden become like a windbreaker instead of, just letting the wind blow through. But
right?
smell and taste are properties we want in our
Edible underwear, of course.
no, that can taste you,
Oh,
not that it tastes good.
oh, hmm. Well,
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah, I can't see any reason to want fabric in my
The
mouth
new
at any time.
sensors can respond to changes in extreme environment. So why would you want it to?
If you have something checking in, like in your mouth for taste and stuff, maybe you could taste to see if you're getting dehydrated.
What clothing do you wear that you would put in your mouth?
Well, like Dune, where you had that, it's part of your clothing.
I see you're trying to make it work. I just think it's stupid.
I know. I don't disagree with you. However, everybody knows that somebody comes up with an idea for the movies, somebody's going to try to create it. So
I don't think this was from Dune. It's just weird. It's just weird.
weird. We don't mind. All right. So where are we at?
I don't know, but
I don't need
what
it.
the
'Cause
hell is this
everything's
picture? popped up. An ad just popped up, and I'm trying to close it there. Okay.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
All right.
Oh,
Should
a
we should we
torpedo bat.
should we talk about the torpedo? Should we talk about baseball since baseball season started and you're so into sports?
Why not? The Brewers started off the season crappy, and now all of a sudden they're kicking ass. They
That's
won
not a
8-2
torpedo.
today.
You know what a torpedo bat is?
I'm assuming it is the bat that they use to hit the torpedo to make sure that it would explode on time when you stuck it in the submarine.
Baseball.
Oh, baseball.
That's a torpedo bat.
That is interesting. It's got
It's tapered at the end. See, like a
yeah,
bowling.
that's not normal.
Right. Normal bats are bigger. So that's a torpedo bat.
I do remember that one of my favorite bats was I want to say it was a Japanese bat. It was not tapered, but the end was indented with a cup.
Right.
You know,
why would you do that?
I think they said it helped make the power from the sweet spot better because you need the bat to weigh a certain amount.
Right. Which it's all legal because his bat does.
Yes.
But the physics behind it is if you have a better balanced bat, your swing will be better. Why do you think they put that cup in the end of the bat? To lighten the end of the bat, right? Because all the weight was at the end of the bat. So you're swinging this very heavy object,
right,
and all the weight is ending up at the very end, which is good if you're strong enough to swing that bat, right? Because you're swinging that heavy weight out the end of this big lever. And then when it hits the ball, boom, the weight carries the ball with the bat through there. What happens if you move the major portion of that weight right where the ball hits the bat? You put all the weight behind the ball, right, as opposed to whipping it around, and you don't have to be as strong. Now, somebody who is not as strong swinging the bat will be able to get better performance out of a bat.
Interesting.
Makes sense?
I remember back in the day, we used to put weight rings on the bat and swing, and then we take the weight rings off right before we batted.
Right. Why would you do that?
Well, it gets you faster swing and more power because you're building up with the weight, and then all of a sudden, no weight, whoosh!
Right. So the bat felt lighter.
Yep.
But all the weight of the bat was still on the end.
Yeah. And the other problem with that is sometimes when you're used to the heavy weight, you're thinking the ball's in a certain location. It's your body knows. And so if the ball is pitched and you think your bat's still heavy, you swing too early.
I never had that problem.
Yeah.
So what do you think those bats are going for? So it could be the bat's better, or it could be they want to sell a bunch of new bats.
That is correct. So let me ask you this. What is the material they're made out of?
Well, these are wood because it's
okay.
Pros. It has to be made out of wood.
All right. So I'm going to say $300 a pop.
No. 150 to 200.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just figured, these guys make millions of dollars. They could afford $300 a bat.
Yeah, but you know how many they break and go through?
Well, yeah, sure. But then again,
sometimes
if it's a quality bat, they don't break.
That's not true.
I know that's not true.
It's a wood bat, you're still breaking them.
I broke a few bats in my day. I actually hit a pitcher with the end of a bat once.
You get them rotated just a little bit across that grain, and they start splintering.
Yep.
So.
Damn ash trees.
That's why I tell you I always hit with the label up.
Yeah.
Why?
And don't forget, laces front.
Why did they tell you to swing a bat with the label up?
Because of the way the grain is in the bat.
Because the bats are stamped with the label to be with the grain.
Yeah.
So if the label's forward, now you're snapping the grain.
Snap, crack a pop.
But the reason they're so popular is
they
started using these in 2003 and 2004, just so you know. So this is not a new technology.
Okay.
But guess what happened opening weekend with the Yankees against the Brewers? Because you said you saw the Brewers and how shitty they started with.
No, I didn't watch. I was busy.
Oh, okay. So 3 pitches in a row, 3 home runs. The Yankees hit 3 home runs off the Brewers, 3 pitches in a row.
Cool.
Yeah, so let's see here. Kind of.
Today we had one guy hit 2 home runs. The same guy.
Was he using a torpedo bat?
I don't know.
New tricks for the Yankees. Goldschmidt swings at the first pitch and lofts it to left center field and deep. Mitchell back, track, wall, see ya! There's a leadoff hitter, 1-0 Yanks. First baseman in 67 games. Bellinger lost one deep to right center. There it goes into the bleachers. See ya! That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes. See ya!
Third home run.
To back. 3-0 Yankees.
Oh, that's
It's too loud. I can't understand you. There you go.
How's that for starting off with the Brewers?
Sure.
Oops.
See,
That was
Daisy.
pretty funny. So I thought you knew about that.
Nope.
That's why they became so popular, because that happened, and right away all the other stuff starts.
Ah, that makes sense.
So, but you know what time it is, right?
I do.
We're past it now. So you're going to have to do our genuine positivity message.
Yes, we do.
And I'll move out of the way so you can see my picture, so it goes with your message.
That is so cool. Creepy crawlies might give you the heebie-jeebies, but a girl cooties can turn out to be rather pleasant.
Girl cookie can turn out to be rather pleasant.
Well, that's true too. Some Russian dude scored his
Not Russian, it's
895th
Ovechkin.
goal.
I missed the game today. So
Ovechkin,
Alex
he's not Russian?
Ovechkin, just bypassed Wayne Gretzky in hockey. So yesterday, no, not yesterday, it was 2 days before, he was playing a game and he scored 2 goals to tie Wayne Gretzky. And he could have had the third goal, but the third goal would have been an empty netter because they were beating the other team really bad. So Gretzky passed it off to a rookie and let the rookie score the empty netter. Otherwise Ovechkin, not Gretzky, Ovechkin could have had broke Gretzky's record at that game. But he said, no, I didn't want to do it against empty goal. So today against the New York Islanders, the Capitals only scored 1 goal, which was Ovechkin's, and the Islanders scored 4 goals. So even though Ovechkin broke the record, the Capitals lost to the Islanders. Yeah. But he broke the record.
It happens.
So big letdown after you scored a record, you know.
Yep. Well, that record's going to grow now. So.
Yep. Well, this might be his last year.
Yeah, but I guess they are middle of the season already, aren't they?
Middle? Coming up on playoffs. Teams are already.
Playoffs?
Yeah. 2 teams are already making playoffs and getting eliminated from playoffs. The Sharks are eliminated from the playoffs because they suck. San Jose Sharks. The Golden Knights, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, are in the playoffs. Yeah, teams are already locking up their playoff berths. So
I should get my team in there.
Pretty soon I'll be growing my beard. My hockey playoff beard.
I thought you only grew the one for No Movember.
Which is pretty much hockey playoff beard.
Okay. So what do we got next?
April Fool's jokes. We couldn't think of any. Apparently other people could think of a bunch, though.
Well, my April Fool's joke is very, very, very simple. As I went any place and I dealt with anybody, when I was done, I said, "Don't forget to say thank you." And then I turn around and start to leave or start to drive away, and they go, "Why do I have to say thank you?" I said, "I didn't pull an April Fool's joke on you," and drove and left. That was my April Fool's joke.
Well, here's some of the ones that Burger King announced.
Whopper toothpaste. Yeah.
Wonder Paws. The first app that helps your dog learn how to code.
Perfect. Heavy bubbles
I don't even know what heavy
in the sink.
Great job, guys.
Thor, how can I be like you? The strongest man on earth.
Go away. People ask me,
Thor, how can I be like you? The strongest man on earth.
well, the answer is right in front of your eyes. Sparkling water. This is my brand, Heavy Bubbles. We have 2 kilos, 5 kilos, and 10 kilos.
What if I can't carry it?
If you can't carry, you can't drink. You die. You can even become stronger just by carrying it back home from the supermarket.
What if I bought other stuff?
Don't buy other stuff. Heavy Bubbles, sparkling water that makes you sweat.
Pretty funny.
Did you see the Reacher series?
Yeah.
Did you see the end of it?
Yeah, I saw the whole thing.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
The
That
Danish.
guy's he's one of the world's strongest men.
He really is. He's 7'2". And
No, I mean, he
from what
competes in the world's strongest man.
Yep. And from what I understand, he's actually a really pleasant guy.
They all are.
Yeah, most of them are. Some of them are dicks, but it's all damn steroids they took. They turned into dicks. Some of them, Steve. I did not say all of them.
Road rage. Amazon went back to their old 15-year-ago page. Pet Box. The new way for pets to enjoy new release entertainment.
Cool.
Pet Box fire hydrant is down the street. Google Maps did the Pac-Man thing again.
Yeah.
This was stupid. They made it
Yeah. I get it.
phone, a knife, a cleaver. That was a
Yeah.
phone.
A cleaver.
Tinder. Error.
There you go.
Google Gnome.
That works.
Pet Alexa.
So your dogs can ask for stuff?
Yeah.
Or cats, yeah.
Who? TV abbreviated. So you don't have to watch the whole show.
There you go. All right.
Only 8-second versions of every show. There's your hamburger toothpaste. You can date cows. Yeah, that'd go good over by you in Wisconsin. Cowsonly.com.
It's a shame Andrew's not here. You talk about the sheep in Wales.
Yep. Real estate for cats and dogs.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola Helium. They should just do a Coca-Cola Helium. They've done all the other flavors.
Yep.
Bush jelly beans. There you go. You would like those.
If they were made out of real fruit pectin, I sure would.
Another very tiny house. Milwaukee County Transit. This was you, but the picture didn't load.
A bus to Japan. The reason it's blank is because buses don't go to Japan from here.
They probably painted it or something. Or wrapped it. Nah, the picture's broke. Oh, well, it looks like all the pictures are broke. Oh, no, those are loading. That one's broken. Oh, well. Magic water. Nano water. You drink one drop, same as a glass of water. Is that like dehydrated water?
There you go.
Hey, that's cool. Iceland flowers.
Sure.
Uh-oh. I got a message here. What happened?
I don't know. I didn't do it. Did you break it? Well, It's a good thing these are just jokes, because if they were real, that would be sad. Oh, I see. Froze up again. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm
Okay.
I just got to send a message really quick. Sorry. That's cool.
Okay.
I like that Iceland frozen flowers.
Yeah,
Smart
that's
sofa.
cool. It's a shame it's not real.
I don't know what the smart sofa would be. Wayfair launched Sophia, the world's first smart sofa, voice-controlled sofa. Spring furniture. Coffee-flavored coffee mate.
Okay.
That
Drink
would be
straight out of the
perfect.
bottle.
It's just coffee, right?
Yep.
That's funny. Snoop Frog. Really? Pitless avocados.
Egads. That would be terrible.
Very weird. Yeah, just weird first. So
Needle point thread.
there was so much fake stuff coming out that the real stuff got overshadowed.
Oh,
It actually came out real stuff. So all this April Fool stuff. Reese's announced that they're coming out with the new stuff, and we kind of talked about these, but they've taken it to a new level. To a new level. Okay, you saw these, right? The Reese's
Yes.
peanut butter and jelly. These are legit. Okay,
I got the cookie one.
peanut butter and jelly. That actually looks pretty good.
It does.
I might try that. But they've taken it even a step further. Now the question is, will Scott actually go and buy this? Why did the thing not open?
I don't know. It looked like it's stuck on your screen too.
Let me open this. Then let me close that. So you saw this, right? Peanut butter and jelly. That's legit. So if you find those, let me know. I'm going to try and find those.
Okay.
But now here, this is also legit. And I would love for you to buy this. Ready?
I'm
Did
ready.
it open? Did it open?
Not yet. There it goes. Hershey debuts limited time sandwich making kits with chocolate bread.
Right. Hershey's, Pennsylvania. April Fool's Parade, but a positive response. Hershey decided to make the real thing. According to Hershey's company, for a limited time, Reese's will be offering peanut butter and jelly sandwich kits featuring Reese's peanut butter, jelly, and chocolate bread. The Hershey's company fans created their own peanut butter jelly by buying Reese's sandwich kit on Hershey's website while supplies last. Peanut butter lovers wanted a full experience, so we're giving them just that, the company said Friday. The sandwich kit will be available to shop at shophershey's.com starting April 8th. And it'll come with chocolate bread, Reese's peanut butter, and jelly.
I wonder how much.
Well, it says it'll start the 8th. So let's see what this says when I get here.
Which is Tuesday.
I hate that they do that now. Those are
Yeah.
at the stores. These are legit.
Right.
I don't see the other one yet, though. But it's legit. It's not a... So I'll have to keep checking back. But chocolate bread. It might be more like cake, but definitely sounds
No, I know what it is. I've had chocolate bread before. Actually, you know what my favorite is? One of the cruise ships we went on to many, many years ago, they had a loaf of what looked like white bread, but when you sliced into it, it was full of chocolate chips. And it was freaking delicious.
Yeah, but this doesn't look like chocolate chips.
No,
This looks-
it doesn't.
chocolate
That's why I'm
bread.
saying it's. You've remember Devil's Food dough for donuts?
Yeah.
Same thing. It's just Devil's
Okay.
Food dough, only for bread.
Okay. All right. Say so.
Hey, somebody wants to say hi.
Hey, Goobers.
Isn't he cute and adorable? Okay. See, he wasn't as violent as normal. Tried to run away, but all right. Still got 15 minutes left. So what else we got?
I'm just sorry. I'm getting distracted by.
Yes.
All right.
Telo Trucks. What's a Telo truck? Or Telo truck?
Telo.
Telo.
Look at the truck.
Hello, Telo. I'm not seeing anything yet. Hello, Telo.
You haven't seen it?
No. Hello, Telo. Oh, come on. I'm giving you the code. Here. Hello, Telo.
Okay.
An electric truck with the footprint of a Mini Cooper.
Mini Cooper.
Sure.
A Mini Cooper sized pickup truck.
See, that has potential for plowing snow if it's 4-wheel drive.
I mean, yeah. I want that picture to be bigger. Truck
Aren't those
roll cage.
thumbnails?
Yeah, I wanted to go bigger, but it didn't.
Oh, bumbers.
But yeah,
Bumbers.
so it's just weird. I mean, they started last year, but it's supposed to be released this year.
Oh. Oh.
But it started in 23. But yeah, so all these car companies are all trying to do this shit, which Tesla's been doing. But yeah, crazy. Crazy stuff. What the hell's going on here?
Well, I would find it really cool if those things had like 0 turning radius and you could put a plow on them. That would be freaking awesome. It's one of the biggest complaints we have when we're plowing snow. You know, I've got my little Nissan Frontier.
Right.
And everybody else, the guys with the big trucks all laugh at me. And then, you know, I sit there and plow a parking lot in maybe 5 minutes longer than it took them to do it. But, you know, I can get down sidewalks that they can't go down because they're just too damn big.
Oh.
So
Very cool.
We would like something like that if it would work.
So this is
All
a
right.
sports heavy show, I guess. Check this out.
The All-Star
And
future
he's gonna
is here.
The wood cor-
Here's Brody Brazil. And the Bulls stopped by when they were in the state of Florida to have a practice session. So more on this in just a second, but they've already used this before. The NBA has. This was their 2024 All-Star game in Indianapolis. So they had this big screen down as the court, right? Not a wood court, a screen court. I really don't know what else to call it. Is it like a computer monitor? Is it a bunch of televisions? It's seamless. It's beautiful.
You
It's
didn't see that in the
flexible.
All-Star game,
It
right?
does a bunch of different things. I
No.
shouldn't say flexible. It doesn't
So one of the
bend.
things
It's
they did for
reliable
two-point competition with
99.999% of the time. There's a lot that goes into this besides just making it a video screen. Now, I will tell you, they tried
way
too
loud.
much, a little bit too much at this 2024 All-Star Weekend.
More better.
Did that mute it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's all the way muted now.
Yeah. So during that, they did like the I forget the drink, the Starry 3-point
Okay.
thing. So they
Yep.
turned the court
Yep.
green. Could you imagine shooting it while the glow is coming up from the floor while you're looking down and look up? You get bright light and up and then bright light
Yep.
up. And it'd be like someone shining a flashlight in your face while you're trying to shoot a basketball.
Exactly.
I don't know about that. So that's part of the weird part. But one of the cool things they did was when the guy did the slam dunk, see the flame trail behind him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then it showed you, they put stats on the floor and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool, and you can change the floors to whatever you want. But
That could not be cheap.
no,
Do you remember?
but,
See if I can remember the name of the bar. The Cactus Club. No, what was it before it was the Cactus Club? In Lake Geneva.
are
Did you get up to Lake Geneva much for partying when you were younger?
not really just with you.
Okay. There was a bar in Lake Geneva and another one in Salem that had plexiglass floors with all the lighting under the
Underneath.
floor.
Yeah,
Yep.
discos like that. I wasn't in there, but I've seen that.
Yeah. So that was kind of what this is, only obviously much better technology and, you know, The plexiglass would get scraped up by women with their high heel shoes and nails sticking out of them and crap like that.
Oh, sure.
No.
All right. So here's a question for you.
I have an answer for you.
I know you're a fan of McDonald's.
Sure.
But are you a fan of the TV show Friends?
Nah, it wasn't a bad show, but it wasn't my thing.
So if I combine McDonald's and Friends, you wouldn't go there and get the Happy Meal to get all the Friends characters?
No, I would not.
So based off of that, and based off of you knowing who they are, can you tell me who the characters are? So who would that be? Let's see how smart you are with the TV show Friends.
I don't remember any of them.
Okay, Monica, she was the chef, right?
I do know that there was. No, I keep mixing Friends up with Seinfeld.
Wow. So that would be Chandler. That'd be Phoebe with the guitar. Smelly cat, smelly cat. That would be Ross with the monkey. That'd be Rachel serving the coffee as a waitress. And that'd be Joey with the white duck.
Who played Joey?
Matt LeBlanc.
Okay. That's the only thing I could get in my face is that character.
Cool.
I couldn't remember his name, but I remembered he was Joey.
So good news, bad news. They're only offering it in Spain.
Ooh.
So you'd have to go to Spain to get it.
See, though, yeah, that is kind of good news because then you get to visit Spain. Of
Or
course,
we could just send Andrew there to get it.
those Happy Meals would be cost prohibitive after paying for the airfare.
Yep. But I just thought that was cool. But I didn't know you didn't like, not that you didn't like Friends, but you weren't a friend of Friends.
No,
You're not a friend of Friends.
No. What was the years that they were big?
What were the years they were big, or when were they on the air?
On the air. Let's just go with that.
I don't know.
I'm assuming
They started in 94, so
okay,
and they went for 10 years. So was it 94 to 2004?
Yeah, I'm not sure what. That's when my entertainment company was
September 1994 to May 6, 2004.
Yeah, that's when I was doing 500 plus shows a year. Was back then.
Yeah.
So I did not watch as much TV.
Well, not watch, but that was a big popular thing. So I thought maybe
I could hear the song in my head.
Didn't
sound like that.
I can't do it right because otherwise they'll copyright it.
Yeah. I think they can't copyright you if you have your own rendition of it.
Oh, okay. Then you sing.
See, like the reason I got nailed is I was using a karaoke disc for the background music, and that's what they got me on. They said, you can sing it all you want, but if you use somebody else's disc, they get all the money. I go like, it's my rendition. I'm not singing it like they did. It's in my voice. So shouldn't we be splitting it?
Nope. They give it all to them.
Yep.
They demonetize you. They give it all to them.
I was annoyed.
That's just, man, I got something in my eye. It drives me crazy.
Because like my pandemic song, I had almost 2,000 views. That would have made me money. But no.
Yep. But if you would have played the music yourself, you probably could have got away with it, right?
Yes, exactly. That's what they told me.
Oh.
So, and I didn't have to do it myself, but somebody had to play it with me.
Yeah, I could have got somebody to play it for you, on piano or something.
Mm-hmm.
That'd been good.
I even brought a piano up here, and I tried to get somebody to do it. The problem is, most of the songs I sing have nothing to do with pianos.
Yep. Well, that's just fubar.
Really?
Yeah. You know what fubar means, right?
Yeah. I do, but
it's an
one
acronym.
of those things. Right. It's
EFT.
Yeah, exactly.
UBAR.
It's something like fucked over beyond recognition or something like that.
Fucked up.
Fucked up beyond recognition.
Beyond all recognition.
Recognition, okay. It's been a long time because that he was really popular in the war movies from Vietnam and stuff.
So with all the stuff that's happening in politics right now,
The whole
They're
world
using-
is too hard.
they're using the acronym, our word of the week, snafu.
It's a snafu.
And snafu is an acronym also.
Snot
what is snafu?
nose. Snot
No.
nose.
No. Neither word
Why
is
not?
correct.
Why not?
Do you know what it is? You don't know what it is.
No, I don't know what it is. I just know the word.
Well, do you know what any of the words are?
You didn't like my words. I got my own words.
Well, you only did the first two letters.
And then you kept interrupting me.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear your version.
I was making it up on the fly, and now I lost it.
No, fly is not the F.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So just tell us what it is, Steve.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. It's like our show. Situation normal, all fucked up.
Ooh.
I wasn't going to use the word, but you made me. It's all.
Hey,
all
wait
foul.
a minute. I had
All
that on
foul.
a Jag show.
You had that on a what show?
Jag? You don't remember Jag? Judge Advocate General?
Yeah, you had it on a Jag show.
Okay. Remember I told you that while I was eating lunch for the past several months, I watched one show of Hogan's Heroes? From the beginning to the end. I watched the whole series.
Well, it is a well-known military acronym.
That is correct. And
So JAG was a military show.
that is correct also.
So
Steve, you are on a roll. Yes.
So well, I'm guessing that you're.
I'm
trying
saying
to
that
make
I've
a
heard
point.
these words frequently in the past couple months because I had watched these shows. Private Snafu. You know who he reminds me of? Gomer Pyle.
The situation normal. All fouled up.
Do you remember the Andy Griffith Show?
Maybe RFD or the Andy Griffith Show.
The Andy Griffith Show specifically.
Ba-dum bump bump ba-dum bump bump ba-dum bump 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 ba-da-dum ba-dum bump bump ba-dum bump
You're
bump
supposed to whistle, you know.
ba-da-dum
So, anywho,
ba-dum
you know that his character had a decent.
ba-dum
Ba-da-dum, bum,
ba-dum
bum, bum,
bump
bum.
bump bump. I'm going to you say something. else. You do that
His
part.
character,
Who's character?
Andy Griffith, or
Barney Fife?
no,
Gomer
Andy Griffith.
Pyle?
He was
the repair guy at the
he was-
gas station.
he was the straight man, but yet he had a sense of humor, right? Did you ever see No Time for Sergeants, the movie?
I had no
Oh
time to
my
watch
God, it's a whole different. He
I should
plays a
watch that.
complete moron. It's funnier than shit.
it.
It's
Watch
worth
that, No Time
watching.
for Sergeant.
No Time for Sergeants. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. So, but he plays the stupidest hillbilly in the world. He makes the Beverly Hillbillies look intelligent.
No Time
That's
for
how
Sergeant.
funny he was.
A laugh-loaded best-selling novel. The play that ran for three. It doesn't say.
It was a TV series. No, it was not.
Andy
It
Griffith,
was a movie. It was a
Byron
movie.
McCormick, Nick Adams,
Yep.
Murray Hamilton. Wow, Howard Smith, Bill Hutchins, Sidney Smith.
Yeah,
James
they had some
Mulholland,
names in
Don
it.
Knotts
for
was
sure.
in it. Gene Wills, Barclay Johnson was in it. William Fawcett was in it. Raymond Bailey, Thomas Brown Henry.
But not
Wow.
Raymond Burr. Different guy.
Wow.
You never saw the movie?
No, Don Knotts. was in it.
It's worth looking for. It's
It's a 1958 movie.
and it's very funny. Very, very funny.
All right, I'll have to look for it. No Time for Sergeants.
Yes.
Trying to see if it says where it's playing. There's a lot of people in this movie. I mean, a lot.
Yep. So
Yeah, it doesn't say where you can watch it.
yeah, you probably have to download it.
Yeah, you'll have to go figure out where to watch it. So thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
Then please subscribe, like, watch our other show channels. Go down to whathappened.world. Share this. Share this. Subscribe. It's free. I don't know
Free.
what else we got to do. Free.
unless you want to pay for it, then you can. I mean, we'll gladly accept donations.
donations. Send Scott money. But
There's a link there. I'm pretty sure you do see a link on your page, don't you?
I don't. I can see a bunch of links. On my
PayPal,
page.
donate now. That's what it says.
I see a bunch of whatever on my page.
Yeah.
But I want you to live every day, and we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.
Later, Gator.
Crazy. And just